There's no point in saying good morning, because it certainly is not one.
No, it isn't. I've been there. Shut up, idiot.
Oh, Spleenster.
No. China is like 20, 30 years ahead of the United States.
I went there. They're ahead. There's no getting around. It is what it is. They got flying cars, and they're more free than us because they allow Chinese to drive them.
And they have high-speed rail. Okay, so let me just show you this. This is from Dave DeCamp, antiwar.com. So I want to put this as a button on the last segment, so include this in the last segment. Dave DeCamp tweets out, according to my count, the new Trump administration has launched at least 24 airstrikes in Somalia. So, U.S. launches airstrike in Somalia, says it's targeted at al-Shabaab. The attack marks the 5th U.S. airstrike in Somalia this month. So, there you go.
Do you remember, Jimmy, since we started helping Africa fight Islamic terror, the numbers on how much it went up since we started helping?
Yes, that's right.
What was it, 30,000%?
Yes.
Something that sounds made up. It was like 30, I swear to God.
So again, as with all things, with Trump, it's a mixed bag. Okay, good work, Dave DeCamp. Over to Steph.
You know what, Jimmy? I think it's time for us to go to...
Let me do one more story.
You're going to do one more story, and then we'll go to Rumble. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, here we go. Splingster, you came back on the other side. Someone suggested the two hosts of the China show. If you want USA, ID, CIA propagandists to tell you lies and misinformation about China, they are two great liars. Oh, Splingster, doubling down. Ry Dawson ties Khashoggi to Epstein. He would know. Degenerate society. Savage. Ersatz is DA description of coke the CIA sells. Ersatz means inferior goods sold as substitute. Savage. Thank you, Savage. He keeps threatening Russia with sanctions and Iran with war, not to mention that his attitude towards China and his trade deals with Ukraine and the UK prove he's an imperialist. Garavnos. So, 33rd eye open. Trump passed an act to hide the number of casualties from the drone program. You are correct. I did not know that. And I believe it was in March of 2019. I think I looked that up, that he took that, right? He decided that we're going to hide the number of casualties because of drone hits. Thank you for that reminder. Much appreciated, 33rd eye. He is more of the same, arbitrarily implemented by an unstable narcissist. The fact that mainstream politicians would have escalated things faster isn't a guarantee of non-interventionist policies. Garavnos. He said cabal as it was he said cabal as it was a cabal that got ye into cabal. Tadgi.
Oh, look
McCarthy,
at that.
right? Derek Morris, Trump, as usual, is talking out of both sides of his mouth. Remember his post on Instagram about Gaza that had the Trump statue and Trump Gaza? Shame. Thank you for that. Back to Mr. Jim.
So Donald Trump, on his whirlwind tour of the Middle East, took time to praise the leader of Syria. Remember who the leader of Syria is? He was
what was his name again? It changes.
He changes his name. It used to be Jelani. When he was a terrorist, but now, since they overthrew Assad with the help of the United States, working with ISIS and Al-Qaeda.
That's nice. It's a real mitzvah.
So now the head of Syria is an Al-Qaeda guy who you used to have a $10 million bounty on his head. Who? The CIA. Here's what Trump has to say about him.
How did you find the Syrian president?
Great.
I think very good. Young, attractive guy, tough guy. You know, strong pass. Very strong pass fighter.
Does that worry you?
But he's got a real shot at pulling it together.
Based. That's what that is. Based. Is he talking about a UFC match there? Because that's what it sounded like to me.
Hungry. He's hungry. He's smart.
He's got a strong past. His past is strong. Al-Qaeda strong, in fact.
Nice.
Yeah, at least thank him for his service, Trump. He's a vet. I like what this guy says. When your foreign policy sounds like you're casting the next Marvel villain, young, attractive, tough guy, strong past, what's next? Trump calling him a real winner with great hair and tremendous vibes? I thought that was pretty funny.
I bet he wouldn't be cool and do coke with Macron. He doesn't seem that cool.
Yeah. So it sounds like, when Trump's flattering a leader like about even how attractive he is, Trump's trying to work some kind of a deal. So they call him, this is his new last name. His real name is Jalalani, which is a terrorist name, or his name when he was a terrorist. And so now he's going by Shira. Shira once fought with al-Qaeda in Iraq after the U.S.-led invasion in 2003. He later led the Syrian branch of the terror organization that carried out the 9/11 attacks.
Yeah, Al-Qaeda. I've heard of Al-Qaeda. Or do they mean the CIA? I'm sorry. What
Do they mean the CIA, the Mossad, or Al-Qaeda? Or all three?
Or Pakistani ISI?
Is that the terror organization? The Mossad, CIA, and Al-Qaeda? Before he broke away from that group in 2016 to form what became Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS, the group that ousted Assad. It's the new name for Al-Qaeda because now they're in control, so they can't be called Al-Qaeda anymore because they're the ones we all think did 9/11. So we can't be in business with Al-Qaeda. We have to call them HTS. That's all. It's all just Jimmy, a rebranding.
It's a brand in decline. It's kind of like when they got Dylan Mulvaney for Bud Light.
Huh. I mean, Trump
a better idea.
That's right. That is exactly. I mean, Donald Trump supports America true and blue because, as we all know, Al-Qaeda was created by the United States.
Yeah. Thank you, Morning Micah's dad.
So by the way, his last name is not Shararara. It's Jalalani. He changed it, and the entire media is now going along with it for some reason. Why did he change his name anyway? Did he convert to Islam? I kid.
Oh, it's like a Muhammad Ali thing.
Trump praised him. His name now is Ahmad al-Shara, not Jalalani, in a dramatic turnaround for a former Al-Qaeda member. He's not former.
God, I love
He's the leader of Al-Qaeda in Syria. He now happens to be the president of Syria because we overthrew Assad and installed him.
Beginnings.
America previously had a $10 million bounty on his head because he was the leader of Al-Qaeda. In their meeting, Trump urged Jalalani, now called al-Shara, to normalize relations with Israel. Isn't it funny that Al-Qaeda and ISIS never attack Israel?
It was already normalized.
And did you know that Israel gives medical care to wounded ISIS fighters? Did you know that?
Well, they're the most moral army in the world, Jimmy.
That's right.
That's why.
So are you starting to catch on a little? We've always been working with Al-Qaeda. We invented Al-Qaeda. Hillary Clinton admitted that.
You know what this is, Jimmy? It's like when WWE came out and said, look, these are real athletes, but it's scripted, the outcomes.
Yes, that's what this is.
People liked it anyway.
Yeah.
That's your government.
Yeah.
They're letting you know, kayfabe, and now you can get in on the behind the scenes of it like it's a movie or something.
And guess what?
Right?
Guess what? Now the new leader, that guy, that terrorist, Al-Qaeda guy, he's inviting American companies to invest in Syrian oil and gas. You're kidding!
Noise. Hey, all's well that ends well. That's what I say, Jerry.
You're kidding. I mean, when you put it like that, he does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, he sounds awesome. Handsome guy, strong past.
And then Trump actually congratulated him for being worth 10 mil. He's like, that's pretty good. Put a 10 million bounty on your head. Cool. They don't do that for just anybody. He's got a strong past.
Good looking fella.
Lawrence, Larry, boy, I like what he does. I was wondering how you shorten Lawrence. It's Larry. Did you know that? Thanks. I go James Jimmy. That's what I do. Ahmad Hussein al-Shara, a.k.a. Abu Muhammad al-Jilani, 42 years old, joined Al-Qaeda in 2003 around when the U.S. invaded Iraq. The U.S. released him from prison in 2011 just in time to form al-Nusra to fight Assad. Now Trump refers to al-Shara as a young, attractive guy with a very strong past.
Oh, so he was one of our agents the entire time.
The entire time.
So the entire time he was one of our operatives.
The entire
and probably
time.
Not a real Al-Qaeda. A guy we put in. Amazing.
So Hassan says, boy, that guy, also a relative of Chris Christie and Zig Ziglar, Hassan says everything about Syrian president and his story is mind-boggling. Take this, for example. Exactly 20 years ago today, he was captured by the Americans in Iraq and jailed. Today, he met and impressed the U.S. president in Riyadh. His life reads like a ready-made Hollywood script.
Yeah.
There he is, standing there in Riyadh with Trump and the MBS. There he is meeting him. He's got a nice suit on. He doesn't wear the jihad terrorist garb anymore.
He cleans up real good, Jimmy.
Yeah. Aaron Mate puts, Al-Qaeda is on our side, coming soon to a theater near you.
Ooh.
Yep. It sounds like he's going to be in a Marvel movie, doesn't it?
It does.
Aaron Mate says, Trump jails foreign students for writing op-eds and attending protests while praising the former leader of ISIS and Al-Qaeda as a young, attractive guy with a very strong past. Let that sink in. So now you know what do you get what the game is in Syria, what it always was in Syria, what the game with Al-Qaeda and ISIS is, it always was? I hope so. Let's see. That's slide 8. He said Trump says he's a young, attractive guy with a very strong. Come on, Trump. That he's a 7 tops.
Yeah.
Tops.
A Yemeni 7.
And then Trump went on to order the end to Syria sanctions.
And now you're giving them olives?
So this is all about the Benjamins, all about oil and gas. Here he says
and also with President Erdogan of Turkey, who called me the other day and asked for a very similar thing, among others, and friends of mine, people that I have a lot of respect for in the Middle East. I will be ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria in order to give them a chance at greatness.
As soon as we got rid of Assad, and after we got done completely smashing their people and their economy, and we installed an ISIS Al-Qaeda leader, now I'm going to take off those sanctions.
Ethnically cleanse all the Christians and all the whites out of the country.
Yeah, after that. By the way, that guy he's praising slaughtering Christians. Slaughtering Christians. No one's talking about it. No one's talking about it.
Hey, well, guess who else does that, Jimmy? We did for 20 years in Iraq. We slaughtered all the Chaldean Christians with writing Bible verses on the book. Remember those psychos from that mercenary outfit were writing John 3:16 on their bullets?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's what that, what's it called? It's the famous Blackwater. Eric Prince, that was their big news story. That they're all religious, putting Bible verses on the...
So let's listen to what more. He has a little more to say. So this is about ending the sanctions on Syria. Oh, look, he gets a standing O. Standing O for ending sanctions on Syria. What they're really saying is thanks for helping us overthrow Syria, so now we can put a pipeline through there. That competes with Russia.
Oh, what I do for the Crown Prince.
But wouldn't it be nice if he said, oh, what I do for the American people? Wouldn't that be nice? I'd like to hear that. Anyway, so there it is. He's ending the sanctions. So now there's going to be a pipeline going through Syria that competes with Russia. That's a prediction. I'm not good at predictions, but it's definitely about oil and gas. It was always about the Greater Israel Project, and it was always about overthrowing Assad. So it was all about oil and gas, always.
Well, once all the dirty work's done, then you just got to get rid of the people that everybody associates with that, and we can have a fresh start.
There you go.
So that Assad goes. I think Netanyahu, they're pushing him out, is how this looks to me. And then now we get a fresh start. Hey, he's out now.
Yeah.
You have a nice limited hangout of.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's jump over to Rumble now, shall we?
And I'll pin it right now.
We're going to read the rest of your super chats, your Rumble rants.
Hold
and
on.
We're going to see you in Buffalo. We're going to Buffalo. We're going to Toledo. We're going to Montreal. Toronto is sold out. I wish I would have known it was going to sell out so soon. I would have added another date in Toronto. We're very popular. That's 800 tickets. That's 800 people coming to see us in Toronto. we probably could have done 2 more shows there. And then but we didn't. We're going to Montreal and Ottawa. So we'll see what happens in Montreal and Ottawa. Now, Montreal, people say that those are all in Quebec, right? Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto. Are they all in Quebec? Right? They speak French. Am I right? Oui. Misha said oui.
Mm-hmm. She's been
You
studying
speak a
French.
regional patois that is disgusting to the ears of real French people.
So we'll see you there. We'll see you in Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Buffalo, and Toledo. Go to jimmydore.com for tickets.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to go to Rumble.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you over at Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a war happening right now, and it's probably not where you think. It's in your gut. A battle between good and bad bacteria can determine your health. Kimchi 1 from Brightcore Nutrition is the fermented superfood your body needs to arm the good guys with the right weapons to defeat the bad actors once and for all. All health starts in the gut. So putting the right fermented superfood in your gut improves every aspect of your health, your heart, your brain, even the quality of your skin and the growth of your hair. Containing over 900 strains of beneficial bacteria in each capsule, Kimchi 1 supports healthy digestion, fortifies your immune system, and helps detoxify your body. Kimchi's also been shown to reduce risk of obesity and promote smaller waistlines by curbing appetite and naturally boosting your metabolism. Kimchi 1 is all natural, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, and 100% made in the USA. Today, you can get an exclusive offer by clicking the link below. Just use the code DORE, that's D-O-R-E, for 25% off your entire order. Or, for an even better deal, call my friends at Brightcore for up to 50% off your order and free shipping. Give them a call now at 888-253-0418. All right, be honest. Have you noticed yourself moving slower, avoiding stairs, feeling stiff in the morning? If you know what I mean. If so, pay attention. The truth is, mobility doesn't just vanish overnight. It's slow decline. It's a slow decline. And before you know it, you're the guy making weird noises every time you get off the couch. But by the time you pay those grunts enough attention, it can feel too late. But it doesn't have to be. That's where Juvent comes in. This isn't some gimmick or magic pill. It's a clinically proven device that uses safe, low-impact micro vibrations to strengthen your bones, improve your circulation, and keep your joints working the way they're supposed to. Notice I said micro vibrations. This isn't like those other shake plates on the market, which, by the way, can be extremely dangerous. I stand by my Juvent, and I stand on my Juvent for at least 20 minutes a day. I use it. I was using it before they were an advertiser on the show. It was recommended to me by Pierre Corey because it creates stem cells. It helps your joints, your bones. You know, I have a bone problem, and it's made a noticeable difference in how I feel. It's like giving your body a tune-up before it completely breaks down. Athletes, doctors, even NASA use this thing, and it's good enough. If it's good enough for astronauts, it's good enough for me, especially lady astronauts. With a 10-year limited warranty, financing options, and the ability to use FSA funds, it's never been easier. So don't wait until your knees sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Get a Juvent today. Go to juvent.com/door and start moving like you're supposed to. That's JUVENT.com/DORE. Use the code DORE for $300 off at checkout. Your joints will thank you. Trust me.
Okay. Here we go, ladies. Okay. Thank you, Seaweed. I've been there. Far more. I lived there for years, too. Their cities are incredible, clean, public transport, fast as fuck. Their progress continues to spread. P.S. Steph, fire. Thank you, Seaweed. Let's see what else I have here. I feel like let me go back. Yes, here we go. All right. Did that one. Okay, that one. Trump making truces and dealings in Middle East and Bibi nervously twitching. Hap to chair. Zig Ziglar's Secrets of Closing the Sale, written by Zig Ziglar. This book contains tips and tricks on how to sell your product and make everyone you pitch to say, I'll take it, in less than 500 pages. Disillusionist, thank you for that. Dore for Nobel Peace Prize. Guapoloco, thank you. Kinky, I thought this was interesting. You said, we'll see how Mike Waltz's UN vote goes, right? Reminds me of the State Farm ad, like a bad neighbor, Israel is there, Bob of Atlantis. Yeah. Please talk about the U.S. Liberty false flag, 1967. The anniversary, June 8th, is coming up. LBJ and Israel wanted the Liberty to sink so he could nuke Egypt. Maybe you could interview one of the survivors. Dave, thank you for the recommendation.
We did. I think we did all that, didn't we?
I think we did have.
Go look it up. We did.
We had somebody that was talking about the USS Liberty. For sure.
You one of the guys on. Not only, we had one of
it had to be this past year, actually. James Turner.
Look it up.
James Turner. So you'll reconsider Weinstein, but not Sandusky? No.
No, I won't reconsider Sandusky.
No.
Because you know why? When they asked him if he's sexually attracted to boys, he couldn't say no. The only correct answer. The only answer to that is no, of course not. That's gross.
What was his answer?
Well, I mean, I'm not into boys. It was unbelievable. He's being coached to go on whoever he's talking to. Who was the reporter? Greg Costas. He doesn't have people going, now, I know your love of nuance, Jerry, but when they ask you if you want to have sex with boys, say no.
Well, I know we watched the documentary on it when it came out, and I recall that Sandusky was showering with boys.
Horseplay.
Football is so gay.
Just horseplay.
Take it.
Horseplay. Horse is my nickname for my cock. Horseplay.
You
Was
can
that
show
Ginger
Jimmy.
lying about it?
Horseplay.
Dude, college football fans are the saddest. Zionists and college football people, I would say, are the number one at that school Sandusky went to. That's why the level of mind control is unreal.
I like college football. That doesn't make me.
Well, do you like it enough to look the other way with Sandusky?
I don't even like it enough to actually watch it. But if I ever watch it, it's because it feels less. It feels more genuine, right? Than the pros just playing for money.
It's supposed to be an hour of the game, right? It's 3 hours because you just get an ad shoved down your throat.
Yeah.
And people, who is the NBA fixed? They're all fixed. Everything's fixed.
The NBA is definitely fixed. Hey, how are you enjoying the new teasers we're putting in the front of our videos?
That's a good idea. Whoever's idea that was is a good idea.
It was mine, thank you.
Oh, good idea then.
How do we decide? Who decides on the teasers? Do you decide, Misha?
Oh no, she's doing too much. We're putting the onus on Malcolm.
We don't have a Slack discussion?
Yeah, they put them in, but see, like, let's say your last one that you were doing with Trump and Syria, right? So
it would be the video of Trump. I would choose.
Okay,
what
would you choose?
The video of Trump saying how beautiful he is and whatever, and then me doing the joke real quick about sounds like he's casting a Marvel.
That's the one that you'd pick. Okay.
Yeah, Trump saying it.
So what happens is when we see couple videos, when we're watching, like, we're like, okay, that's a good one. And then you do another one. And we're like, oh, that's a good one. So sometimes we're trying to figure out what's the best hook.
Oh, okay.